to Kicks with Wooly. I am Ryan Wooly, the creator, editor, producer, everything of the show, and I'm going to be talking about the sneaker releases for June of 2021, and we're going to see what's out, and of course what's hot and what's not, and it is my birthday month. Before I start, my good friend asked me to make sure, because I put up on Instagram that I got these Kobe 5 undefeated Hall of Fame editions, and I said, I told him, don't worry, I'm going to have it up there. And every time I get a new sneaker, like I did with the KD 13s, the Nike IDs, the Toronto Raptor themed ones, I'm going to make sure before I start the show of what's going to be released that I show you my latest pickup. And this is it right here, the Kobe 5 Hall of Fame undefeated Protro. And it's really nice. It's got this air on the back with the Kobe Shield logo in the middle of the air. And Undefeated, they've done a couple collaborations with Nike, with Kobe's. There was a Kobe 4-pack that came out. It was Milwaukee Bucks, San Antonio Spurs, Lakers. There was a Mambacita theme with Kobe's daughter's colors of her AAU team, the Mambacitas. And Undefeated has really done great collaborations with Nike, with Kobe's line. So let's take a look at what released earlier this month. The Adidas MDR1 OG Core Black, OG White, and Gray Black all released June 1st. These going for $140 are really nice. I mean, you're getting, as far as sneakers go, we all know sneakers are expensive, but you get good bang for your buck, I think, on these. So I really like these. Thumbs up. And we also had the Air Jordan 1 Low SE Tropical Twist, and the Jordan 1 lows and the Dunk lows, they're just too similar to me, and you know me by now if you've watched my previous shows, I'm just not a fan of Jordan lows, so I just don't care for these, so I'm gonna skip on these. Same thing for the Air Jordan 1 Low SE Champagne Coconut Milk. I mean, if you like them, buy them. It's just not my style, but I think a lot of girls might like this with this color combination here. Now, if these were an upper, like a high OG Jordan 1, I'd be all over that.
Oh, yeah.
The Nike Air Force 107 LX Black White. Air Force 1s, as far as price goes, 110 for these, and Air Force 1s are just never going to go out of style. I mean, but this to me is just too plain. It's just too generic. I like something that's really going to stand out, and I don't know why they say hello on the bottom right there. Hey, whatever. Do they say goodbye on the other side of the sneaker? Like, yeah, it looks like they don't, so they're only having one type of greeting on there. The Nike ACG Mountain Fly Low Black Green Abyss and Seagrass Lime Blast, and God, these are hideous. I just feel like you'd be going on a safari in these, or like rock climbing. I don't know why anyone would buy these or wear these for any other reason. There has to be something unique about this. And for $180, my lord. It says Mountain Fly, so I'm assuming it has something to do with that. I don't know. Mount climbing, rock climbing, it's just not for me, though. I'm not buying these. The Air Jordan 1 Center Court White on White. And I think MJ wore these for the Last Dance documentary. So maybe they'll have some more value because he was featuring them in that documentary. I believe that's what these are. I guess I'm really picky about what sneakers I get, but these are just no for me. Also on June 1st, the Nike Zoom Rise 2 Black University Red dropped, and this is a generic, just Nike basketball shoe that got released. And I really wish that Nike would bring back Hyperdunks. That was a golden time in sneakers right there. I thought that was just a better time when the Nike Hyperdunk was around, and the highs and the lows, it was just a really great looking sneaker. This Zoom Rise 2 is definitely a similar look, but just a little too kind of clunky looking and just not it. I mean, get yourself a pair of Kyrie's or KD's before you get these. At least my opinion. Maybe you don't like how Kyrie's or KD's feel, but in my opinion, you'd be wrong then. June 1st, also the New Balance 2 WXY Yellow Teal, and I know how I've said I like bright and vibrant colors, but these are just really fucking ugly. And what makes it even worse is there's no story behind them or anything like that. It's not like it's really ugly for a reason. They just decided to make it a fucking hideous sneaker for no reason, New Balance. So these are awful. On June 2nd, the Nike Air Max 90 Laser, and this is a really hot-looking sneaker, I think. I think this kind of pastel pinkish color, kind of also a rose pink type color. Yeah, it says in the description it's got this natural finish to invoke a wood grain feel. I guess maybe with like the carving in the sneaker. June 4th, the Nike Waffle 1 Active Fuchsia, and people who know their sneaker history know that Nike, their first sneaker that they ever developed was the Waffle Trainer / Runner sneaker, and they've made a comeback recently. I mean, I think for a running shoe, these might be nice to get, but as far as people who are looking to just get something that's hot looking to just walk around in, I don't think people are going to be necessarily jumping to these when you have an array of different options. So, I'll give these a thumbs up, I think, you know, because it's paying homage to a time when Nike was just starting out, and seeing what it's developed into now is just incredible, so I'll sign off on these. Yeah, thumbs up. Maybe I'll get one pair of these because I'm not just a sneaker collector and wearer, but I'm also an historian, so maybe having something that was their first model would be nice, so maybe one day. Also on June 4th, the Reebok Answer 4 Step Over, and these are, forget just people who are crazy sneaker fanatics, but Allen Iverson fans, basketball fans in general. We all know Game 1 of the 2001 NBA Finals when Allen Iverson had the infamous step over Tyronn Lue after he hit a crazy step back shot from the corner, and Tyronn Lue tripped over his foot, and Allen Iverson stepped over him like the savage he is. And I recently also, this brings me to another point, I recently saw a meme and an image that said the most influential NBA players, and there were four faces. It was Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, and LeBron James, and Michael Jordan. And I put on my Instagram, on my story, I said, take LeBron off that list and put Allen Iverson on there. Allen Iverson influenced a lot more basketball players than LeBron James. Trust me. People who really know the culture know what I'm talking about, too. People want to play like Allen Iverson. How many people walking around say, I want to play like LeBron James? No people, not saying you don't want to play like LeBron, but how many people have that freakish athletic ability and size like that? So, yeah, this is a thumbs up and a woolly seal of approval, no doubt. This pair of sneakers right here I saw, and I fell in love instantly. This is the Rugrats X Puma Court Rider, and I'm a 90s baby, born 1992. And so I got to see, I think, the golden age of TV and cartoons growing up. Not saying that previous generations weren't good either, but the last great generation of cartoons, I think it's safe to say. These Puma Rugrats sneakers are just incredible. I don't know anything about really Puma. I've never had a pair of Pumas before. These are incredible. This collaboration is insane. I've said on previous shows that if you have a great collaboration and you're a sneaker brand, I don't care if I've never worn your sneaker, I will get it. I don't know anybody who didn't like Rugrats that grew up in the 90s or before that, who just watched Rugrats. I mean, how many people, are there any people who watch Rugrats that aren't a fan? This collaboration is big time, $100 only, but I have a feeling that these are going to be hard to come by. I just have that feeling, but maybe not. And the Rugrats logo on the back heel, on the back heel tab of the sneaker is magnificent. The colors, all colors that we saw in Rugrats, it's big time stuff. So these, as you can see, I'm gushing over these, no surprise. I approve, and a woolly seal of approval. I just need to preface this. When I go over sneaker releases in previous shows, they might not get released during that time. Sneaker releases always are getting pushed back, delayed. So some of these I might go over a few times. You might have watched my previous release calendar episodes and said, hey, that didn't release, and they're getting released now this month. That happens a lot. On June 3rd, the Nike Dunk Low Michigan and Low Varsity Green got released, and let me tell you, I think Dunks at this point in time right now are being completely oversaturated. Nike has just been going ballistic with the releases on these, and I think it's time to put these away in the vaults for quite a while, let me tell you, because they're just constantly being dropped, and you constantly drop something, it takes the exclusivity out of it and the excitement. So Nike, please put these on the back burner for the foreseeable future, but they are a nice looking sneaker. They have my approval. Also on June 3rd, the Nike Pegasus Trail 3 Mystic Teal. Kind of ugly. It's a running sneaker, but also on the 3rd, the Ghostbusters Reebok Insta Pump Fury, and I've never seen anything quite as hideous in my life. These are atrocious looking. The Parley Adidas Ultra Boost 2021 non-fide. Yeah, don't bother wasting your money on these. I wish sneaker brands would release less. They don't have to be sneaker releases every day. I just don't quite understand it. June 2nd, the Mimi Plange Nike LeBron 18 Low Higher Learning. Nope. Nike trying to cheat us with LeBron lows again. Mimi Plange is a fashion designer and was involved in this. And I'm just not a fan of these. Hopefully the fashion designing that she does is better than this. June 8th, the Nike LeBron 18 Best 1 through 9. And I really like these. Bottom outsole of the sneaker being 6 different colors. So I got a thumbs up for these boys. The Nike Dunk Low Free 99 Black. Thumbs up. The Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 MNVN Bright Cayenne. We know how I feel. I'm not going to rehash. I'm really not. I can't justify recommending anybody buy these for $220. I refuse to do it. And if you're doing it, you must be an ultra fan of Kanye or you have the worst taste in sneakers. I'm not going to say worst, I take that back. Just a very different, unique, misguided taste in sneakers. Yeah, well, I feel comfortable in saying that. I won't back off that stance. June 5th, the Nike Kyrie 7 Kai D Weatherman got released. Anyone who's a basketball fan knows that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are teammates now on the Brooklyn Nets, and Kevin Durant had a Weatherman KD4 that got released when he was on the Thunder. That was the exact colorway of this, and Kyrie Irving, to pay homage to KD's Weatherman KD4, has now his KD7 model that he currently wears in this Weatherman colorway. I'm loving it. So a thumbs up and a woolly seal of approval. The Fragment Nike Dunk High Beijing 2021. Dunks always get a pass for me. The Adidas Yeezy 500 Taupei Light. Goodness gracious, these are awful. Hideous looking. At least the other Yeezys, nothing to say. The Nike KD14 Kai D Dream. Now, the Kyrie 7 Weatherman that I just talked about. Kyrie Irving's first signature sneaker, the Kyrie 1, he had a Dream colorway. And Kevin Durant is honoring that Kyrie 1 Dream colorway with the shoe that he's wearing currently in 2021, the KD14. And he put the Dream colorway on his signature KD14 sneaker. And thumbs up, passing grade, a woolly seal of approval as well. Get either the Kyrie 7 Weatherman or the KD14 Dream. Don't get these Yeezy sneakers. I'd rather have this Kyrie 7 Weatherman or this KD14 Dream colorway any day over Yeezys. The Nike Air Max 97 Puerto Rico. Really nice looking sneaker on a classic silhouette, so thumbs up. The Air Jordan 6 Electric Green, and see, Jordan Brand, what you should have done with this is you should have made the base electric green. The electric green you're trying to have as an accent for the sneaker, you just should go all in and make the whole sneaker a crazy, vibrant electric green color. Instead, you put it as an accent and you slap it on an all-black sneaker. How many predominantly black and white Jordan Brand sneakers do we have with different accent colors that are nice, but how about you make it the primary source of the sneaker on the base? So yes, I give these a thumbs up. I approve, but it's not a whole lot different of what I have behind me, so I'm not going to drop 190 on something that I have a lot of already, pretty much. So that's how I feel about that. I'm indifferent, but they are nice. The Nike LeBron 18 We Are Family. And these give me a Miami Dolphins type vibe, but there's no connection with the Miami Dolphins on this sneaker. So it's just a random colorway, and Nike's calling it We Are Family, but I like these. A thumbs up and a passing grade. But $200 price point for LeBron 18. I hope his next signature sneaker is not going up in price, because $200 is quite A lot of coin. June 11th, the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 in Flame Amber. Now, these are not bad. I really like this color scheme right here. I mean, it's random, but for the price point, though, is just... You're getting fucked. There's no other way to say it. If these were half of what the retail price was, I might get these. So, I'll sign off on the look of this sneaker, but they get a failing grade as far as I'm concerned when you factor in price point. Adidas charging $240 for that is ridiculous. June 10th, the Sacai Nike Blazer Low Classic Green and the Magma Orange. My personal opinion, get yourself a pair of classic low blazers if you like the sneaker, and leave these alone. The Reebok Question Low Gray Toe 2021. Reebok, give us a high of these, and I would approve, but a low, I cannot sign off on, so I'll give these a failing grade, but if they were an upper, I might mess with them. The Power Rangers Reebok Question Mid Megazord. Again, as any 90s kid was, or was growing up in the 90s, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series was second to none. It was incredible. It was A1. It was one of the best TV shows and series ever. I was just a huge Power Rangers fan. I had Game Boy games. I had action figures. I pretended I was a Power Ranger. I'd be kicking and punching in my home, in the mall, anywhere. People were probably thinking I was crazy and should be institutionalized, but I was having fun. And these are just everything. And these are just incredible looking. And you look at the insole of the sneaker. Unbelievable detail. Unbelievable. And the outside of the sneaker, you definitely are going to be feeling like you have a Megazord on your foot. It's got all the classic colors that the Power Rangers wore. A thumbs up, a passing grade, and goddamn it, a Woolly seal of approval. Unbelievable collaboration. Go, Power Rangers! I'm really happy. My birthday month, we have a Rugrats collaboration and a Power Rangers one. So Reebok and Puma are definitely delivering on the collaborations this month. June 14th, the Nike Kobe 6 Procho White Del Sol. And these released a couple months ago, I think, but they're having a second release of these, Nike, and I guess this is just extras that they had. And I didn't think it was legal for them to release. I wasn't thinking they were able to release Kobe's after the contract expired, but I guess since they have them and they're already done, they could release what they have. So I actually had this model and colorway in 2011, and the seams of the sneakers ripped the midsole from the upper, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen again this time. Hopefully I have better luck with this pair. Maybe the Procho element, they've improved that. June 12th, the Farrell Adidas MND Hue Bright Orange. I've given these failing grades in the past, and I will continue to do so. I'm looking at it again. I was thinking I might reconsider because these being bright orange were reminding me of Dragon Ball Z, but I just can't get over the zero laces going down the sneakers. So, yeah, these aren't going to change. This model will forever be failing to me. June 12th, the Air Jordan 1 High OG Light Fusion Red, and High OGs, unless it's an ugly fucking colorway, I will always give a thumbs up and a passing grade, and I will do such for these, a thumbs up, a passing grade, and a Woolly seal of approval. June 15th, the Nike Air Max 90 Cork Obsidian. I really love this colorway here. This cork color with this navy blue, I feel like it would be great for that of a sailor, someone who is an explorer of the oceans. It gives me a feeling of a map, like, you know, the dark blue is the ocean and the cork color is the land. So I will give these a thumbs up. This Nike Air Max colorway, really nice. The Ambush Nike Dunk High Deep Royal Blue. Works for me. The Adidas 4D Fuchsia Cream White. The makeup of this model, I think, is just not aesthetically pleasing, so I don't think I'll be giving these, regardless of colorway, ever a passing grade in my eyes, so yeah, these fail. Another great collaboration, the Nike PG5 PlayStation 5. Paul George sneakers are really incredible hooping sneakers, and his collaboration that he had with PlayStation for the PG2s, and I think there was one for the PG2.5, were phenomenal, were really nice. Really hot sneakers, definitely on my sneaker wish list for sure. And this is just a really clean, icy looking sneaker, so these get a thumbs up, a passing grade, and a Woolly seal of approval. And what's also incredible about this sneaker is the price point's $120, so it's very reasonable. And the colors are just, that dark blue and black combination is just really nice. The Nike Dunk Low Dusty Olive. Dunks are always a solid option. June 18th, the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Mono Ice. I feel like the Night King from Game of Thrones would have worn these. Or maybe Elsa from Frozen. And the price point on these, actually, for Yeezys, I'm surprised. I was going to be thinking it was going to be $350. It's only $220. Only $220. But I will tell you what, I really like the look of this sneaker. I think it's really sleek, and this light blue color is really nice looking and pleasant, aesthetically pleasing. And just icy nice. So I give these a thumbs up, a passing grade. And I don't know if they earn Woolly seal of approval, but I actually might consider getting these. And also they come in a mono clay colorway. And this orangish mango color I really like, so I give these a thumbs up as well. So Adidas and Yeezy, they hit the mark on these. And I feel the same about this mono mist colorway. This model and these three colorways are really good. The Nike LeBron 8 V2 Low Miami Nights 2021. And I reviewed these on last month's show. And I didn't approve of them then, and I'm not approving them now. When you are authentically a high sneaker, don't sell me the low version of it. Give me the high. So, yes, I'm going to pass on these and skip. June 21st, the Air Jordan 1 Mid Arctic Orange. And Jordan Mids, to me, are awful. Awful. Again, people who want them, you do you, but they're not for me, so thumbs down on these. And same thing with the Air Jordan Mid 1 Tropical Twist. The Nike Dunk Low Cheetah, releasing June 22nd. And the Nike Dunk Low Zebra. And now look at this. The Nike Dunk Low University Blue releases June 24th. And look at the Air Jordan 1 OG Neutral Gray that gets released the 24th as well. I mean, they're identical practically. Between oversaturation and sneakers looking too similar, Nike with the Dunk Low and the Jordan 1 Low, it's just a head-on collision, I feel like, and I think it does damage to both sneakers. Jordan 1s, there was no such thing as a low or a mid until Nike decided they wanted to fuck around and tamper with the sneaker, to me, which is insulting to Jordans. And obviously Jordan doesn't feel that way, and why should he? He's probably making more money off doing lows and mids. But to me, I'm insulted for him. That doesn't make any sense, but alright, fuck it. If that's such a thing, I am. That shows you how goddamn crazy I am that I'm insulted. On June 25th, the Nike Air Griffey Max 1 Swingman. These are a home run, thumbs up, and a passing grade, and a Woolly seal of approval. Also on the 25th, the Nike Air Vapor Max Plus Swingman, and the Nike Air Max 90 Swingman. The Plus Swingman, no dice, but the 90 Swingman, yes. And also on the 25th, the Nike LeBron 8 V2 Low Sprite. Alright, so I have a problem with these because Sprite is blue and green and yellow. There's no Volt color in Sprite, so they have the color wrong of Sprite. I love Sprite. And these are lows of LeBron, so it pisses me off in two regards. It doesn't have the correct color of Sprite on the sneakers. The Sprite does not have a Volt color, and it's a low on a LeBron that should be a high. So these get a thumbs down, and yes, throw them in the dumpster and fucking burn them. I am not a fan, as you can tell. And also on the 25th, the Nike Dunk Low Free 99 White. Now, Reebok decided to get crazy with these collaborations right here. On June 25th, they have the Pump Omni Zone 2 Light Jammer, the Pump Omni Zone 2 Big Bad Backboard, and the Reebok Kamikaze 2 Backboard Breaker. So Reebok has this crazy collaboration coming out on June 25th with Nerf, and I think pretty much all kids had Nerf guns growing up. So these are a really cool collaboration right here. I will give these a thumbs up and a passing grade. I don't know if they earn Woolly seal of approval status, because if I give seal of approval status, it means that I am going to be actively seeking these out at some point. But I will tell you what, these will be on my radar to get someday, I think, because the price point is not ridiculous, and like I've said, great collaborations are something that will definitely have me extremely interested in your sneaker if you have a good collaboration of something that I really enjoyed in my youth years and gives me a nostalgic feeling. So these right here, I'm not saying I was the biggest Nerf gun fan, but I certainly used them. These are a definitely potential buy for me. Also on the 25th, the Mayumi Yamase Nike Air Force 1 Fly Leather and the Nike Air Force Low Swingman. Yeah, we know the deal with Air Forces right now. As long as you're not a hideous color or you're a plain color, if you got some unique detail on it, I mess with it. That's why I'm going to give these a passing grade. June 25th, the Reebok Question Mid-Draft Night. Reebok Mid-Questions, Allen Iverson. You know, if you've watched my previous shows, how big of a fan I am of his. So yes, thumbs up, passing grade, and a Wooly seal of approval. The 29th, the Nike Air Force 1 Low Acorn. We know the deal. We're going to keep moving. And the Nike Dunk High Game Royal. That's all, folks. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button down below, as well as that notification bell, so you are notified about the next Kicks with Wooly episode. I am Ryan Wooly, signing off, saying thank you, and hasta la vista, baby.